Hello and welcome back. I have decided to treat myself to a new makeup bag from Louis Vuitton. It's a makeup bag I've wanted for about 3 years and I finally took the plunge and picked one up. So this video is going to be a reveal of that, and also I've picked up some new makeup bits which I'm going to throw in as well. Some of the bits I actually bought to go in the makeup bag. Some of it is spring summer collections that I've just launched, and also some of it are products that are new to me but not necessarily new on the market. So I'm going to show you all of those, and that's about it. We'll get started. So it came in the big brown Louis Vuitton bag, which you can see here, and this is the receipt. It just comes in your card like this, and the receipt is in there. So that's that. And then this is the box that it came in. So this is the dust bag that it came in, and I got the Louis Vuitton Multicolour cosmetics pouch in white. So I've wanted this for literally 3 years, and I heard that Louis Vuitton were discontinuing the multicolour range, and I decided to try and get my hands on it finally after all that time. It was a bit touch and go. We had a bit of a nightmare where they actually didn't have any available, and this actually had to be shipped in from France, and it is a piece which is made in France as well. So I was really lucky, probably one of the last people to get hold of this, and I'm really glad that I did, to be honest. So I'll just take out all the little bits that come inside them. I think that's it. There's that as well. And it looks like this on the inside, this gorgeous pink colour. And it just says there, I don't know if you'll be able to see, Louis Vuitton, made in France. So this was my little treat, and I'm over the moon with it. It's something I've wanted again forever, and I'm just really glad that I managed to get my hands on it. So moving on to makeup pieces, I've been watching quite a few videos by Makeup by Mario on YouTube. He's one of the makeup artists that's probably most famous for doing Kim Kardashian's makeup, and he used the palette, and it's this palette here. It's by Kryolan, and it's called the Dermacolour Camouflage Makeup Concealer Palette. I've got this in the shade medium, the palette's in the shade medium, but you can get this palette with 16 colours in about 5 different sort of shade sets. I wasn't sure, so I went with medium, and it's working really well so far. I'll show you the inside. It looks like this. So I'm loving this because if you're a makeup artist, first of all, you've got all these colours in such a tiny palette, so it's just really handy in terms of travelling and things like that. Also, if you're just not a makeup artist but you love concealer, you've got all the shades that you would ever need in one palette. You can buy these individually, but I just wasn't sure what shade that I would be, so I decided to go with a mini palette first to sort of get a feel for the product and see what colours I wanted, and then I can individually go in and get separate little pots. I think they're £4 and you get a huge like individual pot. So far I'm using these two loads for under eye concealing and correcting really. So the yellow one I use for brightening here, and the peachy one I use for correcting like the bags under my eyes, like the blue tones. And then I've been using this shade just here for sort of face concealing, and it's working really well so far. They are really full coverage. They are a cream texture, but they're on the drier side of cream textures, so if you've got dry skin you might struggle with this. I would say you can still use it, but I would just say maybe mix it with quite a emollient cream, because they're so full coverage you can still get away with mixing this with a cream and it's still giving you really good full cover. So a little on the dry side of cream in texture, but gorgeous, amazing products. It's from a website called kryolan.com. I will link it below. I think it's a German website. I think the palette itself was about £19.25, and with the shipping on top, or the cost of postage was about £3 on top of that, so I'm sure it was like under £23. But you do get a lot of product. They look tiny, but I don't know if you'll be able to see, they're quite deep little pots, and like I said, you just dab your finger in this and press it on. That's all you need. It's so full cover. I'll just show you the back, that sticker there. The second product I got in here, it's a Bobbi Brown concealer and it's in the shade Warm Honey. I picked this up purely to go inside my little makeup bag because I wanted a concealer for on the go. I actually got this before I got the Dermacolour one, but I wouldn't want to carry that around, I don't think, all day anyway. And because it's so full cover, I doubt you'd need to touch up when you're using that. So it looks like this, it's tiny. And it's just a little pot like this. There is a mirror in the lid, but I don't want to blind you all, so it's just like that there. I've had a few of these before. Really nice for touching up on the go. Nice, really creamy consistency and easy to blend in. I do feel like this shade actually may be a bit dark for me now, so we'll see how it goes. It might work blended in with some bronzer and stuff. It should be fine. I've had these before, really handy, great size. Love little Bobbi Brown concealer. I then went into the Body Shop and I picked up this, which is a new product they've recently launched. It's called the Wonderblur primer and it instantly smooths skin's texture, reduces the appearance of fine lines and pores, and looks like this. I haven't used any of the primers by the Body Shop, but I'd heard a lot about this one here and I picked it up and I've been trying it now for 2 weeks. I think I'm going into the 3rd week with it actually, and I have to say it really does smooth your skin, but it doesn't. I find that I'm having to blot a lot more in the day with it. I don't feel like it is covering the pores. It's giving me quite an oilier skin texture than I'm used to having. So I'm having to blot, like I said, a few times, especially here. I find it gets really bad during the day and just under my lips here. So I find that if you've got dry skin, this is amazing, and if you're anything from combination to oily, I probably don't think this is going to work for you. I'm thinking it's something that I'm probably just going to use in the winter time while it's cold, because at the moment it doesn't seem to be working with my skin, but it does really smooth out your skin, and the pores I find just come through a few hours into wearing it. I feel like they become even more noticeable than they probably would have been, so I'm not really sure how I feel about this, but it does smooth, and like I said, if you've got dry skin, this is probably going to really work with your skin really well. I treated myself to this product because I didn't actually need it, I didn't actually know what it was, but it's the Touch Eclat Blur Perfector by YSL, and it came in this glossy box here. I've already taken it out and it's in this pouch here. So this came in the spring launch from YSL. They launched this with a primer. Didn't like the primer because it had flecks of gold in it, which I thought were really noticeable. So I didn't fancy that, but I've heard it's meant to be really good. This I did like because not only is it absolutely gorgeous packaging and it will match my little makeup bag perfectly, I know it's quite sad, the product is actually meant to be really good as well. So it is this sort of, it looks pink but it actually transfers clear, and it's like the texture of a lip balm almost, quite a waxy lip balm, and this is something that you use on top of makeup. You don't use this underneath your makeup at all. It's something that you touch up and perfect your skin throughout the day with. It came with a little pad like this, so you would just dab it in and press it over areas like, probably for me it's going to be the cheeks, the chin and the forehead, and it's meant to just perfect the skin, blot it, and just blur everything so it just looks flawless really. I'm excited to try this. Gorgeous packaging, and I've heard the product is fantastic. Worst case scenario, it's going to be a lovely mirror in my makeup bag. I picked up from Duty Free the Chanel Tan de Chanel cream bronzer. It's actually like a bit of a mousse texture. I'm a bit late getting hold of this. I know loads of people have talked about this on YouTube. For me, I didn't think it would work for my skin, but it really does. It looks like I've hardly used any of it. I don't know if you can see there. So it's just dent in it, but I've used this so much since I picked it up. I actually picked this up around Christmas time, and I've used it loads, and it does show up on my skin. I have to say this is probably one of my favourite bronzers that I own, and I've got quite a few, even other cream bronzers. This just does something to your skin. I don't know what it does, but it just gives you the most natural, warmest, nicest look on the skin. Every time I've worn this and I've seen my face in the mirror hours later into the day, I can tell that I've got this on. It's just so nice. It's one of the nicest things I own by Chanel that I use every day. Moving on to lip products, there's 3 that I'm going to show you, 2 from the drugstore. So I'll start with this one here. This is the Soap & Glory Sexy Mother Pucker Lip Gloss Stick. and it's in the shade Nudist. Looks like this. So I've heard a few people talk about this, but I'd never picked one up, and I finally did. There was an offer on at Boots and I thought, let me try it. The shade looked really nice but very sheer, so I kind of thought it would be more of a lip balm than a lip kind of stick in terms of colour. It comes with this sort of twist out design here, and it's really, really sheer, but it's the nicest nude. It reminds me a tiny bit like MAC's Patisserie, which is one of the lipsticks which I've got loads of MAC lipsticks, and Patisserie is the one lipstick I've actually ran out of and used a full one. So that shows how much I've used Patisserie. It's kind of similar to that, but it's a bit more sheer than Patisserie, should we say, but it does give you a lovely colour. I'll swatch some on my hand for you, and you can see there it is really, really sheer, but it does give you a touch of colour, and it's really shiny. A great one for just touching up in the day. You don't even need to use a mirror when you're applying this. You could literally be on the go and apply it, and you're not going to have any problems, but it is the nicest sort of just easy to wear lip product that I've got at the moment, so I'm really, really loving this product a lot. Another one I'm loving, which I picked up, is called Maybeline the Colour Drama Intense Velvet Lip Pencil. Never even heard of these, but I'm so glad that I found them, and in particular in this colour, which is called 630 Nude Perfection. Now this is not shiny at all like the Soap and Glory lip product. It's more of a velvet, well, it's actually called Velvet Lip Pencil, but I think it's matte with a teeny bit of a slip to it. I absolutely love this shade Nude Perfection. I'm wearing it today. I've had it on all day. I actually wear this quite a bit, and I have sharpened it, and I've still got a fair bit to go here. It's probably wearing off me. I'm not sure how much it will show up, but it's just the nicest sort of nude colour, if you can see that at all. But it's just the nicest nude. I'll just come a bit closer. Absolutely loving this little pencil, and it's something I just always have in my bag because it's so easy to wear. Really comfortable on the lips, doesn't dry them out or give you that sort of cracking effect. It doesn't gather in the corners or at the lip line. It's just really, really nice texture. I'll swatch it on my hand as well. I didn't swatch it on my hand. And it looks like that. It's just that one there. Sorry, I have a cut here. I was making some flat pack IKEA furniture over the weekend and got a bit of a wound from it. So that's that. And then my final lip product I wanted to tell you about is a product here from Chanel. It is called the Rouge Allure Extrait de Gloss. I'm so sorry for butchering that name. Now this is in the shade 52 Genie. This was a colour which came out, I think it was last summer, and it completely sold out. It was limited edition, sold out, and you can't get your hands on this anymore. It looks like this. I managed to get hold of this just around the Christmas time. I was in a Selfridges and I just asked by chance if they had any left, and the woman opened the drawer. She sat up and said, "Oh, I don't think we do, you know, it was limited, but I'll have a look." And she opened the drawer and she had two there, and I have to say it's like one of the nicest colours that I have worn in terms of lip glosses. I'll show you. It's orange in colour, but don't be alarmed by it because it doesn't look like that on the lips. On my lips it doesn't. It comes across as a very gorgeous, sort of healthy, tanned neutral with a bit of colour. It just doesn't look as orange at all on here as it does on your lips, and it's a colour that I just never thought I'd like and I love, so I'll swatch it for you. But on the lips transfers into a really gorgeous sort of lovely juicy colour. So the reason I'm showing you this is, yes, it's limited edition, but they launch a very similar colour every summer. Love, love, love this lip gloss. Gorgeous consistency. The actual lip gloss itself as well is lovely, not just the colour. It's just a really nice sort of texture on the lips. It doesn't get sticky and leave little lines everywhere. It's a lovely one. Another product I picked up from Space NK, this one was, is a blusher, and it's by Becca. It's this one. I've never had a Becca product before, or a blusher for that matter. If you can see my candle reflecting there, sorry about that. Gotta burn a candle in a video. So it looks like this, and I have it in the shade Songbird. This is a mineral blush. I love mineral blushes. I've got quite a few mineral blushes from MAC as well. But this is a colour I've never sort of had before in a blush, and I just thought it combines all the colours I like in one, so I thought I'd give it a go. It's like this lovely apricot, warm apricot with a gold sort of peachy tone to it. And it looks just like that there. I'll swatch this one again on this hand. So you can, I don't know if can you see that? Again, it comes up quite orangey, but on the skin again it doesn't look that bright. It just comes up as a gorgeous, healthy, natural tanned glow. I just absolutely am loving these orange tones at the moment. I'm so excited for summer so I can wear these even more. I've just got 2 pieces left to show you. They're not makeup related. The first item is this. It's a Tangle teaser, and this is one I picked up from Space NK, and it's a limited edition Lulu Guinness Tangle teaser. I haven't had one of these before, but I kind of fell onto the bandwagon because everyone has them now, and now I know why they have them. They're really handy and they're really, really good brushes. I love this one in particular because it's like ladybug colours, and I thought it was really cute, but also it has this protective like plate thing that you can put over the bristles and for when you put it in your bag, and I just thought that was really handy because it stops everything getting tangled up inside the bristles. For some reason, whenever I carry a hairbrush, my headphone wire is just, it's like wrapped around the bristles about 100 times. I don't know how it happens. Since I've been using this I haven't had that problem, so yeah, love it. And then the final thing I picked up was this. Now this is a rollerball fragrance from Victoria's Secrets, and it is in the shade, it is in the scent Bombshell, and it's in this gorgeous pink and silver stripy like diamante pattern, and it's just a rollerball. I didn't even know that they did these. Sorry, I just love this so much. Ah yeah, I love Bombshell. So they have these in all the other different sort of key fragrances that they do as well, but I just absolutely loved this scent and I love this packaging, and I've just gone a bit crazy for everything with pink on because it will all match my beautiful cosmetics bag. So they're all useful products but they all match. I'm not sure if you can still get your hands on these, but I think you can get the rollerballs, just I don't know if you can get the blingy packaged ones. And I think that is about it for this video. Is it? Yes, I've got other things but I'm gonna do another video about them. That is it for this video. Sorry if the lighting's a bit off, I'm filming at night time. I've had a busy day and I really wanted to get this video filmed. Leave me a comment, like the video, subscribe to the video, talk to me and let me know what you all think. I will see you very soon in the next video. Thank you for watching. Mwah.